Hello, Tiger family. Here we are, another week through the school year, and this video is to serve two purposes as a reminder. Flash back on the great things that happened this week in Snyder ISD and in our community, and then flash forward to give parents and students a heads up on what is coming up. First up, I want to celebrate all region band for junior high and high school. Fine arts students and Mr. Lewis, Mr. Giltner, thank you so much for all of the work that you put into learning a new instrument. So wonderful for our students. So thank y'all so much. Also, I want to celebrate the amazing things we saw in classrooms this week. We not only had Texas Education Agency here, but we also had Region 14 visitors. And during this time, we visited all 4 schools, and our goal was really to see trends. Like, what are we seeing happening in every classroom when we know it's the teacher's best effort? And then what are some areas that we can grow to make sure students continue to get better every day that they're in our seats? And some things that we saw that I just want to call out and celebrate teachers, because I know it takes so much time, is small group instruction. You not only plan a tier 1 lesson that works for all children and that is grade level, but you also work with kids at a small group or differentiate the lesson you have planned to make sure each student's individual needs are met. So teachers and students, great job prioritizing this essential skill in education. Also, during instructional rounds and the TEA visit, we saw great evidence of internalization. And families, here's what that means for you: that teachers are not just showing up the day of and hoping they deliver a great 7th grade math lesson, but instead that teachers have spent a ton of time proactively planning, digging into what questions to ask, prioritizing their time with students. And teachers, you guys absolutely nailed it. We are so proud of what Region 14 and TEA saw in Snyder ISD this past week. Also, families, junior high specifically, and families that I know this decision on Friday impacted, we received late notice about no power at the junior high. And when you receive late notice, you have to quickly make a decision, and it's never a popular one. But junior high staff and parents, you guys were so wonderful on Friday whenever we had a surprise power outage before an early release day. So sorry for all the last minute changes last week. We always try to do our best to keep you guys with plenty of time before we make a decision. And finally, parents, we are at the midway point for this grading cycle. So if you have not logged into Skyward to check your students' grades, like I haven't, you really should do that this weekend. Check on your children, make sure they are progressing as you expect them to as a family. And if you have any concerns, please reach out to your teachers. Teachers, please make sure all of the grades are in that are required per our grading handbook, so parents truly have a good picture of how their kids are doing in your classes. All right, let's talk about next week. I see on the calendar that we have our first official softball scrimmage on Tuesday. So good luck to Lady Tigers at that event. Also, I see we have our first spring event for varsity girls golf. So congratulations to all the golfers. I know the golf program is growing in Snyder ISD. So great job to Coach Del Bosque and Coach Rogers for pouring into those students. And finally, we have our first junior high theater program. It will be happening Friday and Saturday night at the junior high. Y'all, this is really big for Snyder ISD. Theater is something that the community really values at our high school, and Ms. Hurst has picked up this program expansion this year at the junior high. So make sure you come out and see some of our junior high students this next week. Enjoy your snow day on Monday. Be safe, stay warm. Don't forget to keep checking Parent Square and checking SnyderISD.net for more updates as we progress throughout this winter weather. Also, don't forget to submit your snow day pictures. We can't wait to see all of you having fun out in this weather. Stay safe and warm.